All right, guys, congratulations. We are on the last lesson of Unit 4. I am Doc Chelle, otherwise known as Dr. Test Prep. Welcome to this channel where I help you be the best that you can be with a strong focus right now on the PSAT and the SAT. We are doing Khan Academy, Unit 4, Lesson 13. Khan Academy is amazing, but what they lack is what I'm showing you now, how to use the Desmos calculator, at least in 2024. If you haven't watched my 4 pillars video or my Khan and Dr. Test Prep video, make sure you do that. If you've bought my book on Amazon for $14.95, which pretty much just pays Amazon for printing and other kind of stuff, we're on page 83. If not, get a paper and pencil. Make sure you've opened up the Desmos calculator. The link is in the description, and that you've selected the College Board version. Given the equation below, solve for y when x equals 8. Super simple. Instead of us writing substituting 8 in for x, what we're going to do is we're going to do f of x instead of typing in y. And when we do that, it allows us to use the function notation, that's what this is called, to solve this very simply. So even though we see a graph, my head might be over it, it doesn't matter. What matters is on the next line, we're doing f of 8 and getting 360. I mean, like really. Hardest thing is typing things in slowly. Next one, given the function g of x, we've got 3x minus 4, x plus 5, and x minus 2. And always double check. If you watched one of my last videos, you saw that I mistyped. I put a minus sign instead of a 0, so you always want to double check. And then we've got g of negative 9 equals negative 1,364. I know you're like, Doc, why are these questions so easy? You know what? They're easy for you because I'm teaching you how to use the Desmos calculator. Anyone else would have a hard time with this because they would solve it by hand, which would take forever. X minus 7 times the quantity 2x plus 1 times the quantity 3x minus 2 minus 7x plus 1. That looks good. And it wants what is g of, oops, that should be an h. What is h of negative 1? Negative 40. All right, before you go celebrate and have some pizza, head back over to Khan Academy, look at Unit 4, Lesson 13. Make sure you do those practice questions using the tips and tricks I just showed you, which aren't even tips and tricks, just using the Desmos calculator that I showed you. Also, make sure that you take the quizzes and the tests just so that you can update Khan's AI and you really can know if there's any videos you need to revisit. Remember, if you've watched the Khan video or the Khan and Dr. Test Prep video, anything purple, Khan has determined that you've mastered and you might not need to revisit. Anything orange should be priorities. So that's why you want to take the quiz and the test now using the Desmos calculator to see if has things turned purple or are they orange. This is the end of this series. In our next video, we're going to start geometry and trigonometry. Goodbye.